Let's do this!
Stock up on junk. The FC was running here. It's a miracle that the fighting ended at all.
mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. Not the way it should have. Of course, I can't expect you to understand what we sacrificed, what we lost. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
We've both seen our share of hell. It's whether or not we allow those awful memories to consume our souls that defines who we are.
You have no right to judge me. You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now. You won't have to. Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
That's quite an accusation.
Sure I did. The money was good, but the payback was the real reward. If I could avenge my men, make some credits, and eventually expose a member of the council, well, that, my friend, is my definition of justice. I know.
No, that's not true. Everyone deserves the right to live. There's always another solution.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a... Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Well earned, Birgit. We set some ambitious quotas. And you met every...
Enjoy your visit to Holtec. Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news. Whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Something more you need? Good to see you again. Well, I've just... He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust. Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense. The disgraced war hero who went to prison. And you actually believed him? That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, and it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
So those farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal. It's just good business. I don't expect you to understand. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit! I can take your job, and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word. Like I said, I give you my word. Besides, the work was just about done. With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor. Did I not make myself clear? I'm offering you a reward for a job well done. Nothing more. And with that job so capably done, we'll consider the matter closed. I'll be needing that slate from Major Hull, of course. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my... If you tell anyone about it, do you really? Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding. The past can't be changed. But you put me away, and this company will fall apart. I'll make myself. I won't let you, if that means you suffer an unfortunate. I'm important!
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar ring?
You're a despicable man, Hope.
You just threatened a member. On my authority, you're stripped of rank. Guards!
Don't leave any of that behind.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful. The first part is true. He always looked out for us, for his employees. We never saw that side of him. And now he's... You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now? Maybe someone new will need to step in. Maybe Ilana. I think she could lead us.
There might be some difficult days ahead.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
You ever check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of HopeTech ships.
Welcome to HopeTech Sales. Give me your invoice. You don't? Wait, well, what you need to know about our ships is there other star yards with HopeTech. Listen, this whole system, he gave us to us, this job is life. When it gets tough, so what are you in the... I hope you come back.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them. Just keep it holstered.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Say right up front that if you're short on everyone needs supplies. Feel free to look around.
need to discuss with you. Can I help? Remember our last conversation when you told me the artifacts made your mind and body feel out of sync? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Unfortunately, I have to admit that... Really? I'm surprised. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories... Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean... Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Now that you mention it, you're probably right. Either way, we logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. Honestly, it wasn't so much what Aja and I discovered in our travels. It was the journey that was memorable. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well... I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone. If you knew about... Please... give...
Hey, Deputy!
Just let me drink in peace.
Good to see you back safe. What's the word on the mech thing? Damn. Did you find out what? What? Ron Hope?
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation.
He's on the damn...
So he can make laws. Sure, he's known to look after his people.
Did Hope explain his motive? That has it for me.
I recall hearing about... At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt.
Please, tell me you've got some... All right. Yeah, this is pretty... And you confronted Hope? Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Free Star Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One back...
Easy for you to say.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna...
While we've got you here, Emma, would you?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged... Good. Marshal, I approve the...
Thank you, Ranger Will. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown it. By the authority grant, here's your badge.
Thanks to my own personal biases against them. But seeing you in this moment...
I know you will. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Way to go!
Never wonder how the crimson seems to be everywhere?
You're back.
Little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the colony war, the pirates used them as forward operating bases all over the settled system.
I'm always watching. The Rangers will find.
I think I got them. What do you call
Hey, what can I do for you? And he's our new captain. Sure. Nothing for us to do. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Yes?
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Authorized personnel. Fred has to stay here.
back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding... So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. Excellent.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. You're saving the galaxy, Captain. What tool wouldn't you use to protect it?
We'll be lucky if we pull anything organic off this rock.
Captain, welcome back. I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. It should. You risked life and limb to earn it.
Though I have had my own personal struggles with the United.
But it is real good to have you here again. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remember.
I'd completely forgotten, for example. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore. I'm sorry, are you?
You found our... Wait.
That... Oh, how?
Oh.
But still.
Getting Kaiser back, that could...
But if he's been out there on his own all this time... Come on.
We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that. Here somewhere.
I've visited worlds with temperatures this low before, and it's never been a pleasant experience.
Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries.
That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs.
He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly?
A battlefield.
Oh, sheesh. No wonder.
That sector of Nira was destined. Add to that But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. Come on. That's not funny. No. That's insane. They faked his death? What was so important that they... Oh, they certainly picked an expert.
He's alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger.
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Ve Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man.
But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope.
I had no one but that old world. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. You and I, we're getting to change. So I don't care if Ve Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making... I refuse to let that man define my entire life. Not anymore. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research. But, if he has some... So while you'll absolutely want... Thank you. I'll make sure we're ready to put that... Something else you needed? Military Model A. Customized him myself. Getting him back from wherever he may be. Kaiser lets us do field work. More than a few of the options we're looking. They require... And asking a group of... All right, take care of yourself. Something else you needed? The Colony War saw a lot of hard fight. Everything the Freestar collected, both sides hoped some... When the war finally ended, so what Kaiser's doing there...
Setting down, everything in the green.
This, we should... When you have the time, of course.
I'm not interested.
You know? Then you're looking for Jan.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Not here to make your fortune out in the fields, then, huh? Suit yourself. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least, that's what we've all been calling him. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now. His white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab. Well, so, sounds like you can wander around out there, hunting your bot. Little old white whale. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, going rate's a little... Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was... One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of... Eyes open too. Oh. Give Ahab a... Kaiser.
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are better off being erased from history.
Hey.
I'm up for a little adventure.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
You know, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad. Freestar Rangers. You did that dirty. So how'd you feel wearing... Oh, good on you. Me, I never cared much for being... Too many of them try to force... Take Ron Ho. Everything he did was... Not many of us can create something. Tough calling what to do. Taking his hush money wouldn't... But I wonder what's gonna... I think Paxton Hull went out of control. As much fun as it is, there's plenty of mysteries left in the good old Milky Way to discover. Something?
Had a good sleep?
Hello. working hard, Captain.
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive.
It's as though it's been picked apart from the inside out. I have something I need to discuss with you.
Get you something? Ah, so that's heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere, but a microcell. You could probably Frankenstein one together using. So no better select. Lots of money to be made. And I just happened to sell a guy. Couple of words of warning. As you may have put together, near us, you see brought Xeno weapon. You've also got the unarmed. Luckily, I'm sure you've seen them. They're big ports like new. But since it's just...
Careful in the field, short-termer. Plenty of bodies out there that didn't come with
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are when you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
What I wouldn't give for fresh... You hear screaming out there? You run the other way. It's either the sirens or someone...
Perhaps we should poke around this salvage yard and search for anything useful.
Battery accepted. Operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Major Sanon will, although previous attempts to additional support may allow me to complete my active mission, allowing me to leave. Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Follow me.
I'm glad you're handling the network.
You'll have to try again.
Ecliptic must be getting desperate if they've resorted to searching piles of scrap for mech parts.
Unit 99. But there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that route. Sensors suggest a mercenary company like Ecliptic would on standard procedure would. Very well.
What can I help you with?
fire. Pigs at the premises are all shit. Initiating combat. Let's see the fight. Release a weapon.
picked up something you might be interested in.
Ready for liftoff.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Yeah?
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation.
Can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us?
Come on. I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
Hello.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees? Well, just know that they were a natural predator of the terramorphs. Bloodhounds for them, alleged. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to...
We thought they were harvested to extinct. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already... We could speed up their breeding process using, well, using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively. If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asylees were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock.
They're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
I suppose that's a fair comparison. Except that now, there is another a microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph. It'd still take time to build, test, and
well, so both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking
terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistent, or sharpen our microbes' trackings. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy. All paths lead to Londinian. I think this... Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's... We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commanders. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep.
But you need to know, Londinian? It belongs to the terramorphs.
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us.
To the study of the
romanticize a place when
Red Devils are sparing no expense. I have something I need to discuss with you.
You project personnel? Oh, that's you. Don't much care for Vanguard. My sister's kids live in the city. Yeah, they effectively useless human. Still. Now, what was it you needed? Everything up to spec. feed a small planet with the amount of food this place. Don't worry.
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility, but someone has to deal with the fact that the Terramorphs... There's something I'd like to discuss.
Need something? No more
Ron Hope was a real... Despicable, he held innocent people. Letting him off the... Had you taken the money? I'm proud of you. No, it's... Well, I think I've...
Yes?
Howdy.
Now this planet, this is more my speed. That might take for a while.
I pride myself on knowing every person that steps foot on this. Are you with this collection team they informed us we're hosting? Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser. Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum, I'm...
No need for introductions, Major Simon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. so I'll get to it. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other? I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby... Though I can't guarantee. I hope you all find what you're... Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms?
Should only take a few minutes.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once...
Our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have... Make sure you had the best...
Set on your gear? You... Then let's get... Geyser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Geyser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Geyser, kick it off.
Unlock codes transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. Thanks for taking time to chat. I received a message. No, it's just a list of requests. Things... Exactly. Before I joined Constellation, I said... Yeah, sure. You see, the top brass, at the end of the day... Oh, like hell I can't. You once told me that you favored... I failed. Because if I had fought harder... That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? No, damn it. For once, I'm going to say... Call it whatever you want. My drive. It elevates me to... Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious... Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying... You have to understand. Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. Please, it's not you, it's me. But thank you.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. Vasilis. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Illumination in progress.
Let's go!
Just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Stay sharp.
Nothing's gonna save you! Nothing's gonna save you!
Samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You got our answer.
Action. Is unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, have you seen this? Are Terramorphs.
What? No. It can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means Terramorphs... Oh my god.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a Terramorph. The pests! Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then We just found out how Terramorphs... Pretty major is right. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the Terramorph, a heat leech transformation. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger... You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... But first,
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it!
We may proceed.
Go!
Safety's off.
Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis would be... And the timing of that. It couldn't have been just luck that these attacks. They certainly were. But having this... Who could pull something like this off?
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human...
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into...
The entrance is this way. Sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
And there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things in life.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senop, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral! It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. They'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing with...
No, he's worse than a murderer. He's a butcher. He doesn't give a damn about human lives. He simply uses them as...
Yes. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Faith it? And even if he wasn't directly...
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Ve Victus's responsibility?
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Eyes peeled. We're gonna have plenty to discuss once we get out of here.
not gonna leave me here, are you?
them first.
useful from that thing.
Credit for. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
I'm listening. Bring me anything useful? Talk to you later.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
So this is Londonian. I've heard the stories, but I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Look at all of you. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right?
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means...
I believe that's exactly... Look, Captain. Percival and I, we need to get these... But Vay Victus is the... Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to call... plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC, but he's the only one we know had any knowledge of the Lazarus plant. So right now, it's the only option we've got. Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
I have things for you.
Hmm? Yes, have a look. So long.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. And here's your new cap. Nothing for us to do. Okay, no problem. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth. If you need me.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
Good to see you.
You have to be seriously unhinged to actually run a red line. That neon fella.
Galvin was robbed by the Shaw. Look at security for you. Never can tell.
I heard a rumor.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant you.
Eventually, the standoff.
Should you find yourself in need, welcome to a real...
How can I help?
Oh my, it's...
All right, we'll clean things. I can't say you won't feel it. Everything looks good. Well, you've certainly...
Take care of yourself.